That's a good question, actually.
Uh, uh, um,
Hmm.
That's a hard one.
I think I know mine, but I need to think about it.
Yeah, we don't have to go in order. Anyone who's got one, jump in.
Jin, probably her decisiveness. Once she's quick to make decisions when she needs to. Just hope. Most of the time, they're usually okay decisions, depending on the knowledge she has. But yeah,
The irony in the way you said that. Probably
yeah, I
her
know.
decisiveness.
Yeah, I know. No, this is Jin we're talking about, not me, the player.
I know. It's just, yeah. Cool. Who else has got one?
I have something. I'd probably say Elias would say. I probably think Elias would say just general investigating, because that's really all he was used for by Shura. But it's not necessarily his most proud trait.
Yeah.
I guess Gurva would be like his moral compass. He'd be pretty proud of that, I guess.
I think Jerry's trait will be stubbornness. It's both good and bad one.
I mean, that was celebrated when you got your Earth rings. Like, Jerry's the epitome of the Earth. What about Australia?
Oh, I guess that would be hope or persistence. As regardless of if it takes an eternity or longer, she will have her goal. Or will reach it.
Well, those all seem like good traits to have in the party, so hopefully it'll serve you well. Last time, as the theatre burned all around our heroes, Lorifax and their masked sentinels drew ever closer. Realizing the danger they faced, the party prepared an escape. And thankfully, before the masked creatures were able to reach the stage, two massive dragons appeared, ready to fight. Hinaga Tenshiro and Kakita Shen, the Topaz and Amethyst dragons, and the Topaz and Amethyst champions, too. They had come to protect the party, claiming that the heroes were under divine protection. This meant that no harm was allowed to come to them by divine means until the Iranian Games, assuming they could survive until then. Timo, the boy from Toto, would not be so fortunate, as he was disintegrated by Lorifax in an attempt to draw the party into a fight. But as the dragons and the returned clashed, June and Sakura tried to make their escape on June's flying broom. However, as they took flight, they were both struck and sent flying through time. A monk had appeared on stage, also bearing a golden mask, and they were quickly surrounded by Jerry, Elias, and Grovard as the mask tackled them to the ground, and the others did what they could without weapons. Unfazed, the monk leapt back to their feet and struck each of the three in quick succession, applying a quivering palm to each blow. Estrella had managed to escape through a dimension door with Z and was back in the monastery gathering her things from the chest, while down below, Spike had arrived, giving Jerry an escape route, while Elias leapt into the fire to start climbing the burning curtains. Grovard was not far behind, distracting the monk before summoning his wings and chasing after Elias, as the party desperately scrambled to get to the ceiling and back to the monastery, but that is when the monk ended their quivering palm. And though Grovard was able to maintain control over his key, Jerry and Elias both seized and fell unconscious. Luckily, Jerry's tattoo activated itself and steadied his heart before any permanent damage could be done, though the same could not be said for Elias. His grip on the curtain loosened, and he fell towards the flames. Grovard reached out to try and catch him as he fell, but the curtain he was hanging from tore and let Elias slip, and at that moment Sakura reappeared in fox form, clutching onto the back of the broom as June commanded it to fly towards Grovard. Then, in an act of pure bravery, June rushed towards the falling body and conjured another dimension door. Leaping into the air, she caught Elias and the pair tumbled through the gateway as the dragon's battle raged on behind them. As the rest of the party reached the ceiling and spilled out into the gardens, the spectral fish was panicking, but Estrella then noticed Elias, who seemed to be crossing over into death, and rushed to his aid to bring him back with healing magics. They were alive, and after catching their breath, they began gathering back their belongings. Emerging from the pool not long after, the two dragons made their return. The Amethyst champion was carrying the head of one of the returned, as well as their blade. It seemed that the battle was over, though it wouldn't be the last. Assuring them of their relative safety, the dragons suggested visiting the museum in Taton to learn more about the masks worn by their attackers. They seemed to suspect Lorifax's involvement in some recent donations there. June, however, was already conducting her own investigation by dispelling the magic on the severed head, which finally allowed her to remove the mask, revealing strange runes inscribed on its inside, marks similar to the ones on her new bandages. A lead definitely worth investigating, and around then is where we pick things back up. What would you guys like to do? And correct me if I've misremembered any of that, because I honestly didn't check the stream before I read the recap.
That was
I
about
think
right.
that was that
Yeah.
sounded about accurate to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, June is currently just making sure she can get as much of these runes down into her notebook, just for later investigation stuff. But yeah, she's just drawing them down as accurately as she can. She's not touching the mask. Although
Yeah,
I think it's the magic has been dispelled, so I think it's actually safe to be taken. Now that I think about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it does seem like your dispel magic has taken its effect, and that's now a non-magical. It's just a gold mask.
Yeah, I'll still write down the runes just in case they disappear on the mask or something.
Just to
Cool.
make sure, there are 2 more days until the ceremony.
3. There's 32 days in Civic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense.
Uh,
We have plenty of time.
did we just take a short rest or something? Is that what we did?
I remember there being mentioned a rest, but not which type.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. I mean, it is currently the middle of the day, so it hasn't been that long since your long rest. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. But
I just
if you
know
guys
I'm
want to
at
take a short rest there, you're more than welcome to. It's
Yeah.
all, you seem to be safe, and everyone took a moment to catch their breaths there. So
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I just know I'm at full health, and I don't know why, because I know I wasn't before. I don't... Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm just kidding. That's a lie.
yeah, on Foundry it still shows that you hurt.
Yeah. I was looking on D&D Beyond. Yeah, sure, short rest. 2 hours, something like that.
Cool. Are you going to take your short rest here in these gardens, or are you heading back to the temple?
I mean, I guess me personally, I'd take it here. It's like a holy place.
Clearly the guy.
Yeah, because they said it was also well defended. So, in any case, this is definitely the best spot. But yeah,
Cool.
take it here.
Yeah. Then as you guys take your rest, you'll see Shen and Tenshiro will head back to the temple, and he'll bow to you all before he leaves. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to join us tonight, but he says he'll meet you back in Toto, and Shen will leave with Hinaga.
Elias will just stand up and sheepishly just say, "Excuse me," and just walks off as well.
Okay, where are you headed?
Just outside for a sec.
All right. Anyone else doing anything up there while you're taking your short rest? You guys can roll your hit dice or whatever you need to do. Do that now.
Man, how do you take a short rest again on Foundry?
You just double click on your token, and
Oh, okay.
I think underneath your actual portrait there should be a.
Oh, I see. Yes, take a rest.
Yeah, there's the little bed icon thing.
Man, let's see. Yeah, as well use one more to top off. Anything but a
Any of the
one.
bards? I just remember we haven't really
yeah,
brought
Song
this
of
up at
Rest.
all in the campaign. Do any of the bards do a Song of Rest?
Yeah, indeed. I completely forgot about that. We never
Yeah,
used it.
I remembered it. I was about to say that when they do that, because what Estrella will do is she will go over to the pond and with her left hand just run it through it, then find her music instrument and start playing a little song to them before finding her own book and then looking, well, or failing to notice that the reflection in the water, the eye colors, isn't the same as her eye colors.
All right, cool. So, what? Just remind us what the benefit of a Song of Rest is for everyone that gets that.
Yeah, let me just find
You get
that.
a D8.
Is it?
Extra healing.
I'm pretty sure it's a D10, but let's see. God damn it, there's no.
It's a D8 at my level.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a D8. It's a
I'm pretty
D10.
sure we have the same.
Yeah, it is. At 13, it's a D10.
Well, I will say if both of you are doing a Song of Rest, because you are still around this spectral catfish, that will give you an additional die. So you can make it 3d8 then.
And it's extra healing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't need to use that extra hit dice then. Nice.
Yeah, so if that, if any of your, if you want to do that instead of using one of your hit dice, you can add one of those hit dice that you used back. That's totally cool. Okay, well, while you guys are all making sure that all your hit dice and whatever is sorted, Elias, where did you run off to?
Just want to sit just outside the walls.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you'll just be back on that little path back to the monastery. You're kind of between the two places there.
Shit. I gave myself an effect. Fine.
Yeah.
But what are you just, is that just where you're taking your short rest, or are you doing something else?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Christ, am I that loud?
Oh shit. Lord.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you won't get the benefit of the Song of Rest because you've gone in and sat over there, so you won't get that extra 3d8. But
Sad.
if you're just going out like for a smoke and then coming back, I'll say you can get it. But it's, yeah, that's up to you. If you're taking some time to yourself, then I'm afraid you will be out of range.
Yeah, no, I'm just out, and I'll just be sitting there for an hour or two.
Cool. Yep. You can also. So has everyone rolled their hit dice? Is everyone ready to go again?
I mean, does Elias
Yeah.
hear the performance? Because if he hears it, he still gets healing. There's no range on it as long as he hears the performance.
But I'm
Well, he
outside.
specifically said he wanted to go sit outside, so it's up to
Alright.
you. If you like want to sit on the wall, you can probably you might be able to hear it, but yeah, because I guess there isn't a range on it specifically.
Probably not. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think he's making a concerted effort to get away from you guys.
It's not that. You are all my friends. It's just that I need some alone time. That sounds like masturbation. That's not what I'm.
No, I think we get it. You're the rogue. It's no one questions that too much.
I died!
Wait a
Oh,
sec.
you're not unconscious. You didn't
Wait a
die.
second. Is that a goblin? Is that a goblin with the magic lantern?
The man has been knocked out, and now
My
he
heart has
PTSD.
stopped. Like, I need a second, dude.
Your heart didn't stop, did it?
That's what that was.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Basically,
he
had
die?
he basically had a heart
Technically,
attack.
I
Went
died.
down to 0.
Oh, he did have a heart. He dropped a 0. I didn't think he died. I just thought he was still unconscious.
Technically, he died.
Well, he was knocked unconscious by a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
The vibrations tried to explode his heart. If he hadn't been healed, he probably would have died. But thankfully not. And you guys are able to take a moment and process this information before deciding where to go next. Last time you mentioned that you might be heading to Toto after this, but I mean to Taton. But that's up to you.
Can I see the? Is there like anywhere in the Discord where the map is, or so you don't have to pull it up on screen, or like is there
There is, I think, if you go into the lore channel, there might be,
Oh, okay.
and I think that's just like a world map. There should be one on the World Anvil site. So if you want to look at that one, otherwise I can pull you guys onto that map if you want to have a look. Or I can, hold on, I'll send one in the Discord. Just give me a second.
There's Kika. Okay, cool. I have the map.
Yeah, so you're in the south of Giga. If that, there might be two separate maps for north and south.
There is.
There is.
Probably shouldn't keep the princess waiting for too much longer and drop her off. Otherwise, she's gonna keep complaining.
Yeah. So. Okay. So how much do we value? Cause I have some stuff I have to do in Toto, but I also need the fire ring. I think it's the fire ring that I need. So
Yep.
I have to go do that.
I
Yeah,
think
we have a
the
ship. We can
fire...
just whoosh there.
Yeah, I think the fire ring is towards Natoro.
It's to
So-
the west. It's the west.
Oh, well, what the hell?
West
Oh,
side.
wait.
I think it's in Amama. Or at
All the way
least
down
near
there.
there.
Around there, yeah. It's the very west of the area.
Okay. Yeah. So we can do like if we go all the way west for that fire ring, do that, and then we can just do like drive-bys of everything that we need to do, and then head up north.
It's just circle.
I'm just gonna bring up the map.
Okay.
Probably.
We're in
better.
Tato. We can just finish up with Tato and just.
Oh yeah,
head
it is
back
all the way
there.
down Imama.
Yeah, well, I was saying like, what if we go to Imama, then we can just go throughout the whole map. You know what I mean? And just go do everything we need to do on that way.
Yeah, so we're right here, so we can drop off the princess at Tanton, then go down to Imama, then to Toto. There we go.
All right, cool.
It is Taton where we have to drop her off, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, there's a place called Yoshi. What?
Yes, the green
shit.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Milem.
Yeah, that's where the Bullywug and all the frog people live.
Of course.
I don't even know if you're serious or not.
No, that really is. That was one of the first places that you guys passed. You met those grung. They were from Yoshi. Look, I can't say I was the most creative when I was coming up with all of that, but hey, it's you know what's there just by looking at it.
Yeah, you can tell.
Someone argued that's a good name, if anything.
There's some green things there. They're green. I bet that's a pretty green place. But yeah, so I guess drop off the whatever y'all need to do with the princess.
Yeah. So Tatson, Aimama, and Toto. I'm pronouncing the town right. It is Aimama, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just in case there was weird pronunciation.
That's all. It's just what the people there say all the time because it's the closest to the Shadowlands.
That's pretty good.
Oh, are these all the like? Where are all these people at the bottom?
The right is the ones we've lost.
Oh. Oh, where's the other blue dragon one? Hold on, I gotta find him real quick.
Oh,
there he is. there he
Yuki.
is.
Yeah, I miss Yuki. I had a lot of fun with him for like 3-4 sessions or something like that, and then he got killed.
He got killed that quickly?
Yeah, he didn't last long. It was very unlucky.
What was he? What class was he?
He was a
Fighter.
fighter. But then I failed one death save and then rolled nat 1 and he died.
That's what happens when you don't have a healer.
Yeah,
then
we
he
got
got resurrected, but he was dumb. Like really like 6 intelligence dumb.
Oh, he was like zombie resurrection.
No, normal resurrection. It's just he had an item that because he started with only like 6 intelligence, but then I came up with some we gave him the magic item. What is it? Band of the thing that gives
Headband
you
of
19
intellect.
intelligence.
The headband of intellect, yeah.
Yeah, and then when he resurrected, he couldn't count or anything. So I was like, he done.
Could you not get that headband back? he just died and they like took it from him?
It's complicated.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
the
June is
headband
using
broke
it
when
now.
he was resurrected, basically.
Now that I think about it, if we remove the headband of intellect from June, then wouldn't he be more stupid than Yuki?
Yeah, well,
What,
because of the
Jin,
mind
man?
flayers.
I also have performance enhancing items on me as well.
I have
already-
nothing. I'm pure.
We don't do drugs here, except
my
for Jerry.
strength- My character's strength is not pure. His strength is not pure.
Yeah, I have 27 strength. I'm not sure how pure it is.
Grovat, I will say, as those gauntlets that you're wearing are looking pretty scuffed at the moment after like bashing your way through that ice and everything. You may have noticed they've not been working very well. I mean,
Yeah, I've been like failing to like grab people and stuff. They've been failing.
yeah, like you couldn't lift a paper wall up off of a guy. Those things might not be working as intended.
When I got this body, there was a couple flaws, and we tried to solve it with magic items. It was like spare parts, you know.
Oh, is everyone ready to head back towards the temple and go find Lady Sumihime? That's where she was last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit! All this stuff like works. That's crazy.
Well, helps when you don't have modules that is broken.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What a change.
Took me a
So
moment to find
don't
Jerry.
speak too soon. Mine was like loading a little bit, and I don't think Elias has come over yet.
Yeah. At least the stream works.
Yeah.
Sorta.
vast improvement on what we had a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's crazy that I can like move around and things. It's awesome.
I can give you a module I think has like a compatibility from V6 and it still works surprisingly.
Yeah, no, there's one or two that I'm still risking, but
Yeah.
I get stuck in the wall. I think I. Oh wait, no. Okay,
It is because you have to move like carefully because I think these boxes count as wall.
Oh, they don't.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I stepped over them before.
no, they are walls. Though. I mean, you're walking down a corridor. It's sort of open in some places and closed in others. But I may not have done that with the wall.
No. Oh. Well. Oh. Never mind.
I think I might have actually. Anyway, Elias, have you managed to come onto the map there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Your token's still chilling up there. I wasn't sure if it had loaded yet.
Yeah, there is still a bit of delay. Not sure if it's on my end. When I move Spike,
Yeah, there is a little bit of delay.
4 seconds later, but he's
Oh,
moving slow.
Is Jerry on Spike though? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So do you see now? You can actually it's
Yeah,
riding.
it's a lot better than it was previously. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, as you guys make your way back in, you see Hinaga bow to you all, and you can see that sitting out basically in the sand next to where you guys are standing, there is a new carriage that Hinaga seems to have fabricated for Lady Sumihime from some of the rubble. And you can see like parts of the wall and that was destroyed have now been repurposed into quite an impressive looking royal carriage that looks like it is meant to either be ox drawn or lifted by people. But you can see that it is sitting there waiting for Lady Sumihime, and she is sitting there waiting for you.
Well then, I think we can get going then.
Oh, you're back. So how did it go? Did you get your rings?
Oh, you know, a bit of a performance. Then everything got set on fire. Then we were battling gods. You know, the works.
She just sort of steps up and brushes off her kimono and goes, "Oh well, I'm sorry I missed it. Are you all ready to go to Taton then? I think I've kept my family waiting long enough."
Well, I have no obligations. I think
Yeah.
we've done all the
Yeah.
work we need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
She will gingerly go and step into the carriage, and she will just sit down and sort of fold her arms over her lap and just sit and wait.
Is anyone on the it has horses connected to it, I assume?
No, there's just sort of 4 empty poles. It looks like it could be connected, or you can give me an insight check, but I think it's
Oh no.
it's fairly obvious that she expects you guys to pick it up and carry it yourselves.
Immediately look towards Australia and Jerry.
Can I hold it while still standing on the ground?
Yeah, I mean you could hold it above your head, and it would probably be off the ground. But you'd be like having to stretch your arms like at full length. Though with your strength, I don't think it would be too much of an issue. It doesn't look that heavy. It's just, as I said, made from those same walls and just a few bits of wood and some paper.
And Astrea already has a plan. And summons her Pegasus and then attaches it to the carriage.
Ah, nice. Okay. That'll make a nice entrance. Let me do that.
Am I supposed to be like outside? I think like, or is this theater of the mind right?
I don't know where I.
I'm inside still. I don't. Oh wait. Oh, this is happening next to us. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone except the NPCs.
Oh no.
It's fine. No, the NPCs on not all the NPCs on your map anyway. There's
That's
two
weird.
guards at the guarding the door right now that aren't appearing as well.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that, but that's everyone else is basically standing on that corridor in between you, and yeah, the carriage. I didn't have the token ready for that, so you can just see where Lady Sumihime is where that carriage is. It only takes up her space, and then now the Pegasus is able to lift the one side of it. So are you going to just yeah, I mean it looks now like one side is you're able to secure that, Estrella. Is anyone going to do anything to lift the back?
I am but
won't
a mere
Spike take the
man.
other side?
Sorry, say again, June.
Hey, I'm just telling Jerry. Hey, Jerry, can Spike, take the other side?
Is he big enough? Is he a medium creature? Is the Pegasus large?
An ox is huge, I think. A Pegasus is large.
He can like fly up to maintain the balance.
Yeah, there is a bar across the back that he would be able to hold it in the middle. He wouldn't have to hold both sides. So
Oh!
I mean,
I may have an idea. It may not work. Let's just try it and see.
If only
I'm
anyone had
gonna
fire
find one of the a bag I haven't used in a long time, and I'm digging in and hoping that I get something good from it. The bag of tricks.
Oh.
Let's see what the bag of
Giant
tricks.
hyena. Let's go.
This is not going to work well.
Oh god.
The it was
Only
never
anyone.
hostile to us. Why are you
What the fuck? A
Getting
giant weasel.
amazing?
This,
Like the one we killed back in the mountain.
This
think
is
he was
your
the
great
weasel.
plan, Australia?
No, the weasel survived. Let me see.
A ballista fell on its head. It didn't survive.
I remember that one because that's a medium creature. But I can try again. Let's just see.
Oh my god.
Let's try again and see. There gotta be something good. A tree. Let's see what that is. A baboon.
Amazing.
My
He
god.
had a name. Pretty sure.
Party is starting to turn
We
more
already
and
pulled
more
out a
into
baboon.
a zoo.
A baboon. Well, let me see.
What the
Oh,
hell?
I think was that a baboon?
Yeah, it was. I think once.
Ungo Bungo.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ongo Bongo. Back when we fought the Oni, I think, or was it a bit later?
It was the Oni that ate it.
See June just face palming through this whole.
But
gap
nope,
there.
that was not. That was an ape, not a baboon.
Oh, okay.
So let's try the last one and hope. Come on.
yeah, no. Unga Bunga got his arms ripped off by.
Okay, now I have a tiger also.
A tiger. Oh, okay, very nice. Wow, this is what an entrance for a princess. This is actually pretty spot on.
And it is large, so that can be tied.
Pegasus is not feeling very confident now, having a freaking tiger next to it.
So the baboon rides the Pegasus.
Yeah,
No, of course the baboon is gonna be the carriage driver.
I mean, wait, do these things come back to life at some point? Because the baboon definitely died.
Nope, it's a ape because I still have them enabled. It's basically like if they die, they basically like vanish and returns to the back. That is what it says.
Grovod is baffled by what is going on. Just pulling out random creatures in this. How big of a bag is it?
Probably.
A standard bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like little furry pokeballs that
Yeah.
she's throwing out, and they're just turning into these creatures. So you got a baboon as well, is that?
Yes. Now I think I have.
I'd like to hold the baboon if I
I'm
may.
missing only one of the creatures now.
For the collection.
I. This is just fantastic. Oh, there's two. Oh, never mind.
You probably sneeze on a baboon and he dies, so be careful.
That's not far off. It doesn't have that
She's
much
a
HP.
princess, and there's just a bunch of fucking animals all over her cart.
Half of us are animal looking. Okay?
You
We'll be
see,
fine.
you see Jin thinking to herself, like, you know, I've read this somewhere. There's a story created by this company. It's Disney or something. She's a Disney princess now.
She is a Disney princess with all these fucking animals.
The baboon just goes and climbs up onto the carriage and just like swings its arm around the air like it's also ready to go.
Is it scratching its butt right now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's you see it swinging its arm around in the air, and June, with your passive perception, you realize that it is already holding a fistful of shit, and it is just ready. It's ready to fling it.
I'm taking, and June takes a step back after realizing that. What is the princess's reaction to all this?
She's very impressed, but she does go, can you are able to control those things, aren't you? And the DM is also asking this question: Are they friendly to you, or are these just wild creatures?
Pretty sure they're friendly.
Those creatures are friendly to you and your companion.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, then you will see the weasel is sort of hiding amongst the rocks, but is just sort of peeking out and looking at you. But there is now a full little menagerie of animals here, and the tiger just ducks its head underneath the bar at the back and just stands up to its feet, and it is easily able to carry the back half.
How big is the giant weasel?
It's medium. Oh, wait, the weasel?
It's medium. You can see it. Chipura. That is.
It's pretty big.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. We're running a
Well-
fucking circus over here.
Just like the weasel runs up to you two and is just looking up at you, and then you see that it seems like it's chasing something, like it's a bug or something. And June, you hear a flapping over the back, just behind you. You hear this strange sound, and you turn to see what the weasel is looking at, and you see a small paper bird currently flapping its way down towards you, and it just flies over past you and towards you, Grovard, as a little origami bird just flies up and flaps in front of you, waiting to be taken, like waiting to be picked up.
To me?
Shit.
Yeah, it just
Oh.
flies
Oh,
over
okay.
June and to you.
Okay. I'll grab it cautiously. I guess. I don't know what the fuck this
Yeah.
is.
As
Have
you
I ever
take it,
seen anything like this before?
well, as you sort of put your hand out, it'll land in your hand and then like fold its wings back, and then you see the magic dissipate as you can see that there is something written on the paper inside. These are this is a messenger origami bird, basically.
Okay. Cool. So is this like out of the
What are they
norm or
called?
something?
We've got just a paper bird, I think, is all they call.
Origami bird?
Yeah, but I think it's an official magic item called a paper bird. Like you can get a box of these. But yeah, it's
Paper boat.
these
Yeah.
are specifically origami.
Okay, can I? I'll read it real quick. I'll go ahead and take a look at what the note is.
Yeah, you open the note and you can immediately see it has got the seal of the Blue Dragon Clan and is signed by Kinji Daichi. As
Okay.
it is just a quick note to say, I hope you are. I hope your rings. I hope the search for your rings is going well. Please do not forget to report back to Toto before making your way to the festival. Your Sashimono banners have just arrived. I think they are going to look great. And you just see, like, it seems like quite a friendly message, handwritten, and it is quite a small piece of paper. So that's all that is on there.
No,
I'm peeking over his shoulder while he's reading it.
I.
Yeah, well,
I-
I'll say you can make a stealth check to see if Grovard notices you if you want, but you definitely are able to read that over your shoulder.
Yeah, 13. But I'm not really trying to hide myself
my
from.
passive perception is 20.
Yeah, I'm not really trying
Yeah,
to hide
you
it.
definitely
But
notice.
I don't care. You can read it. I'm like,
yeah, I scan the page and say, "Oh, he's definitely gonna stab you in the back." Just a heads up.
I mean, we're both thinking the same thing, so it doesn't really matter.
Anyway, I think we've dallied long enough. Shall we get going?
Yeah.
Sure.
Should we switch to the costumes where we bought? Where was it? The town.
Yep. Z will say if anyone's still in their Dragon Clan uniform. I don't think any of us really are, but let's maybe not give any hints that we're from the Dragon Clan, right?
Wait,
Mm,
what?
Well, I can appear from the Unicorn Clan, and then I start as I list off the different clans. I start changing into the uniforms because my clothes can just do that.
I don't. Uh, I guess. Maybe Grovot would understand, but I definitely don't understand. What are they talking about? I don't. Because I'm definitely wearing Blue Dragon Clan like garb. Like I'm wearing Dragon Clan garb.
I mean, you're
Like,
a blue dragonborn.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm wearing that. Like that's just what I like. It's like it's not like of blue dragons. It's of like silver and stuff. But like I'm wearing that. Like what's the big deal? Like out of character. like
No, well, in character, I mean, this is not something that you would know in
I
character
wouldn't
either.
know.
This
Oh,
might
okay,
be
cool.
confusing. Like, you can give me a maybe a history check to see if you would know this in character, but
Okay.
this is not something that you should know yet.
Oh, great.
Nat 20. Okay, yeah. Well,
Knowledge.
because you were in Toto before, you would have definitely seen Lady Sumihime there, and you've heard the rumors that have been going around Toto that her and Daichi, like the daimyo, that the two of them are kind of a thing, but she is the daughter of the shogun, and that is like he has forbidden that they have sorry, he has forbidden Daichi and Sumihime to marry, but she has sort of snuck away there and been spending the last month basically in Toto when she was supposed to be in Taton. So that's why everyone in the group seems a little bit like Z especially is trying to say let's not let the Crane clan know that she's been in Toto this whole time. Like we'll just tell them that we've been in Nishizawa or something like that.
Okay. So I look at it as like, should I change clothes or something, or does like the whole like blue dragonborn thing kind of give it away?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty obvious that you're probably affiliated, but I mean, you, you like you are from this temple, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just tell them that. That's
Oh,
fine. I mean, this is all the Crane clan sort of. I think they own this. I mean, Hinaga is part of the Crane clan. The Amethyst champion that we met earlier is like he lives in the city.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just got it. That's what I'll do.
So yeah, I mean, has everyone got? Is anyone else sort of doing anything to disguise themselves? Or?
I think I bought like a different mask, like a wooden one, just plain wood mask, and like a black cloak.
I don't give off the impression of Yakuza or Shira, do I?
I mean, kind of.
Well, they
Uh,
wouldn't have a problem with it, would they?
Well, not really. I mean, we just don't want them to know that. Maybe we can just say that we've been in Kunasa the whole time, and that's where we met you. I mean, that's pretty much true. Just maybe stretch the time frame a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Just doing some investigative work. Yep.
I bet they won't care about that Shira court patch that you have on your suit there. They don't worry about that.
Hey, this is my own suit. There's nothing Shira on it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
if
the
it
suit
lies, I
is
can
kind
leave-
of what gives it away. Like, I've only ever seen gangsters wear suits like that, to be
Oh,
fair.
come on, it's cool! I'm just...
I'm not discounting that. Like, Z
Gangster
put the
cool.
hands in the air, like, no doubt. Like, that is cool.
That's why gangsters wear it.
I mean, if you'd like, I can lend you this armor I'm wearing. It can change your clothes to pretty much anything.
I'm
I already
already
have some other
wearing
armor.
armor. It's under my jacket.
Well, yes, but this can work as disguise. I mean, what armor
Yes,
are you
I
actually
have
holding?
armor under my jacket. Okay, I don't. It wouldn't look good over my clothes.
He wears it under the suit. Like,
Shut up!
I can just imagine he has like a compression outfit on, and he puts the armor on, then he puts the suit over it.
Look, it's like a paper thin sheet of leather. It's absolutely useless, but it's armor.
I mean, this armor as well is studded leather. It just looks like anything I want it to look like. I mean, you do look like a gangster. Not gonna lie.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you look like you're gonna mug us.
Let's keep
Do I-
going.
Do I look like the kind of man who can mug you guys?
Well, not us, but
Mm-hmm.
look like you're about to go beat up somebody for not paying the protection money.
Wait,
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, what are we doing
Investigate,
with the
not
guys that actually did
enforce
try to mug us? Sorry, sorry, I didn't mean to speak over who was speaking.
That's fine.
What were you saying?
Oh, nothing.
yeah, I was
Oh,
about to
okay.
ask, but you can do it later. You just-
The river burning?
I mean, they don't really mug us. They mug the temple. So, you know.
Yeah, if they mugged me.
Well, they were trying to kill me.
That's what I'm saying. They mugged everything. They fucking destroyed this shit.
Well,
I mean, I think we've got more pressing matters at the moment. To be honest, we need to get our rings. We need to.
we'll leave
know
him in
the
the hands
princess,
of
so she
the.
can stop complaining. I'm saying this loud enough so she can hear.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, let's get going. Alright.
Then we need to usurp the emperor.
You know, we can
Let's
talk
just,
about this on the move.
yeah.
Yeah, let's just walk and talk. Let's get going, please. I'm
walk and
starting to get impatient here. Not as impatient as the princess, though.
Well, then we're moving.
All right, cool. And with that, we will. Let me just grab all of these animals so that I can copy them over.
Yeah, while we're waiting, I have 2 questions.
Yeah, I'll ask them.
Did you change my demon Kabuto?
No,
Because
I think so.
instead of 10 feet of blindside, I have 40 feet.
Oh, by the way, Elias, did you not do a short rest at all?
Did?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
And the scroll of
just-
mapping is the
Yours
crystal.
really
crystal.
low. I just. I was like, holy fuck.
it's fine.
Yes, Jerry. The scroll of mapping is that crystal and the other map that you got. Sorry,
Hold on,
I sort of
okay.
explained it badly, but we'll say at this point when you come back, Hinaga will say, "Oh, by the way, that crystal, if we put it into the scroll, it it works as a scroll of mapping. So
Okay. The scroll,
So,
the
yeah,
map
you-
I got with all the forges, I think.
yeah, that same map. If you put that crystal into it, it will be able to work as a scroll of mapping, as it is described there on D&D Beyond. I think though it's not consumable. It doesn't. I think you can use it multiple times. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but it's every 12 hours. I can use it once.
Yeah,
And
that's what.
the mark remains on the map for 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So it is. It does. I think I did sort that. I just can't remember what I did with all those magic items. But are we? So we all heading that way then,
Yeah.
towards that. Okay, we will make our way over to that map then. Oh man, I thought I had a. Oh, I do have. So yeah, as you guys make your way out of the temple, you head just over the bridge, across the river, and a little ways up the road, where you see the city that you passed from the air before. Yeah, you see these massive walls in front of you and a huge city out behind it. This is one of the biggest cities in Kiga. Bigger than Toto for sure, but maybe not quite as big as Ashima. And I will put your tokens down now as you guys all approach the gate.
Someone dance, man.
Okay, is everyone down?
Yeah.
All right. So as this little procession makes its way in towards the town, you can see a large bridge. You can hear these soft tones coming from a shamisen as there is a bard standing near the rock over there, busy playing some music. I hope you can actually see those NPCs. And as you are walking up, you see a samurai that is standing at the edge of this cliff and busy shouting down to someone, saying, "Come on, it's not that hard. Like, if you're going to be a samurai, you've got to be ready for this kind of thing." And she just seems frustrated. Um, but yeah, you are all approaching. What would you like to do?
June is currently gliding on the back of her broom right now. Walking is for chumps. And she is currently looking over the wall to see whatever is happening over here.
Because I heard they don't like me, I'm gonna try and stay like behind the carriage. I don't want to raise any problems. So.
Z says, "Wait, who said they don't like you?"
Well, it was like, well, it's like you should probably change out of clothes that represent like all like the Dragon Clan stuff. So I just assumed there was some, animosity or something here.
Oh yeah, between the Dragon Clan, but I mean, that's the politics of this. And as Z is about to try and explain this to you, you hear, "Halt! Who goes there?" And up top, for some reason I've lost one of them, but there should be 4 guards that you can see standing at the top of the wall, and they're all holding bows and arrows and looking down.
Yeah, June's gonna
Yeah,
float
they're
up
off
on
on.
her broom flying and say, announcing the princess. What's her name? Sumihime. She has finally arrived to grace herself with her presence. We are her escort.
Sorry, showed the wrong image there, but you see him go, oh, Lady Sumihime, we have been waiting. And they all lower their weapons, and you see them all give a bow at the same time. Oh, they have not been happy that you've been gone so long. We were starting to get worried. But welcome, please. The gates are open to you always. And they'll just, you see the other two, or other three, just kind of eyeing you all out, making sure that everyone looks like where they're meant to be. And it is quite an interesting group that you've got walking in here. But the procession that is going on, I would like both June and Estrella to both give me a persuasion check, please. June for speaking to the guards, and Estrella for all of these animals, to see how.
I think I
Yeah.
convinced them.
Yeah, no, they seem fully convinced. And these animals are all in top form. It looks like it has some sort of religious symbology, or this must have something to do with the legend of this princess, and they all just seem kind of in awe by this. And as does the young samurai that is busy shouting down over the edge of the cliff. You just see her turn her head and her jaw sort of drop as you all walk in with this procession. But June, you are up front, so yeah, you can lead the way. What are you guys doing?
I'm just going where Sumihime wants to go, so we can finally drop her off.
Yeah, then the whole procession will keep moving forward. Is there anyone else, or anything else anyone wants to do while you're here?
Yeah.
Just to here on the bridge, or
Yeah, just mean here on this map.
just
Yeah, I'd just like to take a glance at the fellow by the river, see what he's doing.
Yeah, you peek over the edge of the bridge, and you can see that there's a woman down there dressed in samurai armor, and she seems to be doing something with the water, but she seems to be having trouble climbing back up. And you can see that there is a rope from where she is that goes into the water, and from the bridge you can see it going all the way to that tunnel at the bottom of the wall there.
Well, whatever it is, I wish her luck.
just to make sure, the crystal the dragon gave me, it should just lead me wherever I need without the map.
Yeah, it basically
that one.
works like I think the spell is clairvoyance, where it will show you, depending on where you're asking it to go, but it will lead you to a specific Titan Forge, that crystal, and that is supposedly somewhere around the city somewhere. But the Titan Forges are long gone. Remember, these are like, if they were there, they could have been buried, much like the one that you already found. It's like there might be a smaller forge on top of it, but the original forges have all been hidden away.
Yeah, so I'll just, once we walk through the bridge, I want to connect the gem, the gem to the map, and see if I can see the area of the forge inside Titan.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely do that. And as you do, you will see this map start to spread itself out across the parchment, and you will see this tiny little light that just like a string goes through the paper, and it seems to be leading in the direction of a large mountain, which you can see from where you are here. it's like part of this city. But as you are all walking in, I'll show you the map of Taton, and it'll make a little bit more sense. Did that work for you?
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah.
Where
So
are
that
we?
I have no
So-
idea how to read maps.
Some space is huge.
Yeah, so you guys have just walked down on the bottom right there. You can see where it says to Gatehouse. You guys now, you walk in through the main gates and over this little bridge that goes through the same river that leads to the same river you were fighting on the other day. And yeah, you see a long road ahead of you, and in there, like in amongst these mountains that that seem to be on all these different levels, you can see that it leads you in there somewhere, Jerry. But it seems to be going to the top of one of the biggest mountains you can see. And knowing the place that you've already been, there's a good chance that mountain is a volcano.
Yeah, seems about right. So like this mountain, like at the very top.
Which one are you pointing at? I will say that the map sort of is doubled over here. Like the top is just zoomed in.
Oh,
Oh.
So like the top part is the castle that you can
Mm.
see at the top of the
So
like the
it leads
branch
into the
sort of
castle.
separates them.
That
Okay,
makes
I
more
see.
sense.
yeah. I was like, man, this looks kind of weird. I'm like,
Yeah,
So
I thought
yeah.
it was like a castle above the castle or something.
yeah.
No, it's the same castle. But the map is basically leading you over here, Jerry.
Okay.
Like it seems to be either to that building or into that part of the mountain.
All right.
But also bear in mind this map is not this ain't Google Earth.
Yeah.
This was
So I know the like the area.
so it's I mean it may take some exploring, but yeah, you would know basically how to get there. The map that you've actually got is more accurate than this, but it's like you could actually just walk and follow where the little light is going, but it sort of maps out as you move.
Yeah, with 10 minutes, I don't think I'll get there. So
Now, I'll say though, with having done that, you will have basically this map left as an imprint, like
I'll
to
know
save
the
it.
way there.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to remember, or maybe not, but this is basically the image that you have now to work with
Okay.
for inside Taton.
Mm.
Well, I assume we have to go to the giant, huge ass castle in the sky.
Yeah, probably. Mm.
Ooh, so it looks like
Yeah,
we
so
have
once you're inside, you'll see that Lady Sumihime sort of just sits back and she seems to have changed her mood slightly, but that whole procession will continue to take you wherever you want to go. It is a long road to get there, but it shouldn't take you too long. Are you sticking with her and going in?
Yeah.
Guess it would be preferable since we're her, her escort and stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm not sure if I should probably. Ooh, fuck it. I'll go in there. Kind of funny.
Yeah, you guys have. I mean, you've been welcomed into the city. You're not like you've basically got your ticket to be in Taton now. There's obviously laws and stuff in the city itself, but you are inside the city. You don't have to worry about anyone else like looking you up and down the wrong way. The main worry for being from the Dragon Clan was that they'd know that Sumihime has been hooking up with Daichi. That's more of the worry than any big like. They're
Okay,
not just gonna
it's
go
not
for
like
you because you're wearing a suit.
yeah, okay, so it's like it's not more like a hate for me. It's just like like I'm not hated, but it's like am I despised personally because I am, or is it
No,
like
no,
okay,
there's. I mean, there's been a bit of a history between the Dragon Clan and the Crane Clan, but the main thing is that Z was just trying to point out that the Crane Clan mustn't find out that Sumihime has been spending time in Toto.
okay,
That's all. And if a whole group of Dragon Clan samurai walk in there like in uniform, it's going to be pretty obvious where she came from.
yeah,
But she's supposed to have come from the capital to here, from
okay, gotcha.
Ashima to Taton. It was meant to be a straight journey, but she took a nice long detour that Z would rather everyone keep hidden.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I misunderstood. Cool. All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
One could say that the princess was in another castle.
Yeah, they could, but they don't. They don't say that.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, with Grover on this one.
What?
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Nobody says
Mhm.
that.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's something that people can say, but they don't. I think usually they'll stray away from saying that. And,
I think we actually did did use that in the beginning when you were looking for someone. But if you are going to the castle, oh, I've just realized that these tokens I'm going to have to put down again. But we will make our way there.
Never been
So
in.
yeah, there's in here the three places that you already know about is now where Jerry's just gotten his map to. The main castle, which is the right place to be taking Sumihime to, and there is the museum. The rest of the city is sort of unknown to probably all of you, and can obviously explore as you like. But those are the three main places that you actually have got stuff to do. And I will. Sorry, let me put you.
ooh,
Okay, so there are the animals will sort of walk over to the stables as you guys arrive, and which are over there. But I think would you mind just maybe if we take a 5-minute break so I can just put all the tokens down that are meant to be in?
yeah, sure.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because yeah, so quick coffee break and then we'll be back on.
Damn, where's Sakura? She's so late.
Yeah, does anyone know why she's not?
Apparently, whatever
You
she's
just
doing is
said,
taking a long time.
yeah, that's it. Oh, well. Fuck, I still haven't used the gem the Topaz champion gave me.
Oh yeah,
I should probably do that soon.
you're just keeping yourself in suspense.
Hmm I mean, it's a big thing. You know, they're my family.
Oh my god, I just made a break. Oh no. Oh. Okay, don't mind me. I just figure it out at each plot point. I just connected the dots again.
Was it something with what I said?
No, no, this is something I was just thinking about. I was like, man, this island I got is pretty cool. And then I linked something, and then I linked another thing. I was like, oh no, oh no.
Hmm.
I'm so excited to hear your theories.
I'll just say I now get the mummy raps. That's all I'm saying.
Who the
My sus my what was I gonna say now? My suspicions are confirmed.
Man, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot.
You said you were good at investigation. Got to start investigating.
I just haven't been around.
Elias is good with investigation.
Do some investigating, man. Help June figure out the mask stuff. Investigate.
I deduce they are in fact masks.
Now we see where they hired you.
Yes.
Yes,
I
this
mean,
floor is made of floor.
Mm-hmm. No, I just got shoved into the world, in all honesty.
You'll start learning everything soon. Don't worry about it.
Soon, 30 sessions later.
Yeah, that's about right.
To be fair, actually, holy shit! While we're taking a break, you guys completed the quest to escort Lady Sumihime to Taton. You all level up.
Let's go.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Okay. Hell yeah.
This is the first quest that was given in the game, and you just completed it. So
You know what they say, like like we have
Oh,
just we have done what people normally do in RPGs. We do
Oh, we
all the
actually-
side quests because
Yeah,
we are
exactly.
afraid that the main quest is gonna remove stuff. Then again,
yeah, you were meant to be here at like level 6. You've even over leveled yourselves like you would in an RPG.
Yeah,
But luckily,
slightly.
I can fix the world around it.
Okay, so we actually do level up to level 16.
Yes, you level 16, everybody.
Alright, cool. Look at
How do
that.
I change?
So-
Am I dumb?
Ooh. Huh,
Do
what?
I get a feat or do I not get a feat?
I am getting a feat. I demand it.
Do I get a 6th
Nah,
level
fuck it.
bard
I have
spell,
something a lot
or do
more
I get a
important.
3rd level warlock spell?
do I go for resistance to radiant, or do I not? No.
Immunity
Oh my
to
God.
frightened.
Oh, you have the
I
Strixhaven thing?
I should have it a long time ago. But now it's here.
Oh, dude, I can know spells? Hmm.
Yeah, I just get an ability score improvement.
You're not gonna pick a feat?
No, I probably will.
Maybe like slasher or something.
Level
wait, what?
6 spells. Yeah.
Oh, there's like a whole like that's from the unofficial material. Never mind.
Probably gonna
Messaging.
take another level in warlock, because
How do I level up on Foundry?
Oh,
We'll do that. We'll import the characters, do it on D&D Beyond, and then we'll.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can tell you how you level up in Foundry. You basically pull out the class you want to level up in and pull it to your sheet, and then that increases your class level. Though it's
Dude, I appreciate the help, but I'm dumb as a brick. I did not catch a word of that.
don't worry. It's like extremely complex.
Just use D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'll do that.
When in doubt, use D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Feats.
I think I'm gonna go another level in warlock, boys. Level 3 warlock spells.
Well, now
Now
not
it-
only get the +3 to your saves, but you are immune to frighten.
You know, it's
Well,
like
yeah, within 10 feet of
the
me.
one of the funnest feat. It's like getting linguist or whichever one that you can like make your own like make
Cipher?
your own. Well, you can make your own language, and then like you can get to a point where your DC for your language is you can get it to like a 28 and like 29. For someone has to beat a 29 intelligence DC to
29.
decipher.
That
Yeah.
little.
You start speaking Klingon or some shit.
Yeah, and it can be like the toughest language. So you can just create your own language that basically the only way anyone's
That
gonna be able
one. That is the one you think about with the cipher.
to. Yeah, you can create your own
And
ciphers.
believe me, I think I had one where the cipher is 36.
It's like it is so hilarious. You literally you get to a point where the only way that someone can learn the language is if you teach them. You specifically have to teach them. Because
I
no
mean,
one's intelligence.
To be fair, that's like
read
a
here.
kid speaking gibberish. Just
Did you miss this little one here? Or use magic to decipher it?
I don't know.
yeah,
How
you and monks can read it.
Monks cannot read it actually.
You have
If
you
it's
can
if
you
it's
can
spoken,
talk
I
it.
can understand
Yeah.
it. Yeah, they have to speak it.
Oh, who's got the? Is it warlocks that get the?
Yeah.
Being able
You
to
think
read it.
about me where I have the
Eyes of the Runekeeper,
yeah,
probably.
eyes of the Runekeeper, so I can read everything. It's maybe it's not necessary if it's stuff like hand, right, feet, and stuff like that. It's not necessary if it's a code language. Understanding the what's called syntax of it, but that's it.
We still had to think. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's really cool. I guess everyone knows magic. It's better in a non-magical world, I guess, like a less magical, not a non-magical, but a less magical world where not like everyone has magic.
Yeah,
But,
that's
like,
quite a campaign-specific thing. Like you'd have to. There are places that would work really well, but you could also go an entire campaign without ever using.
oh yeah. But I just think it's really cool to just have this fucking this language that no one understands. I think it's really funny. No.
I mean, to be fair, you can also just take like some exotic language. I've played many games where like no one speaks deep speech. Like you never encounter a creature that has deep speech, but you took it. And
Yeah.
Welcome to me and Goblin.
I
knew it. I knew it would be
understood that
rare.
when I understood that when I chose. Well, I can speak any language. Well, they can understand me, so it doesn't really matter. But like, I knew that one of my languages was gonna be fucking useless. There is no point.
have you seen the languages are working again? I think.
I just know in Foundry I can't understand when Estrella speaks whatever Estrella speaks sometimes. Yeah, like I don't understand that,
Yeah.
but I should.
Yeah, I think there is a way for us. To, I think you just
yeah,
language.
yeah. It requires a string. I can actually find that string.
Sorry, guys, I'm nearly done.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh, next level, our proficiency bonus goes up.
Yeah,
Cool.
baby.
And I finally get a feat.
+17 to hit.
Oh boy.
that doesn't. Wait. Is that what the feat
Jesus.
does? I thought it was supposed to do something else. I feel like
I'm
that's.
gonna auto hit like most things in.
Yeah, and when I get that 2-man slots, my strength will go to 30.
Oh my god.
So like max level, I get let's see, 10, 6. I miscalculated something. Yeah, I have a +19 to hit.
I can get Sickening Radiant to next level. Excellent.
The
Never
forbidden
mind.
magic.
I thought that did something that?
Wait, +6 is the max, yeah.
I have no idea what to get.
I want to take a
You're
feat,
using
but,
a
like,
slashing weapon, right? A
No.
dancing sword.
Well, the thing I'm more using my piercing, the
You can take the piercer
crossbow.
feat if you don't have it.
Yeah, but the thing is that most of my damage anyway is coming from my attack.
Oh.
It's not
Skulker,
really
maybe?
much.
Easier to hide.
But still, I'll have a think.
Okay, you know what? I can populate this whole cast again.
Alright, Kiga. Oh, is this like your own like special thing? Oh, it's. Oh. See. Oh shit! You get. You get 8 attunement slots. Holy damn.
Yeah, no one take samurai just yet.
I was like, I was looking at this. I was like, holy shit. Oh. You're not permitted to carry a longsword. What is that? Like, are you just not allowed to carry a longsword?
You guys are essentially children in training. Like
So,
The deadliest
you're not
children.
yet soldiers, but you are. In Toto, Daichi doesn't give a shit. He'll give kids swords and just be like, no, practice with the real weapons. But it is you're only supposed to get your weapons when you complete your Genpoku. But yeah, I mean,
You can always grab resilient as a feat.
the firing is going to be quite a different show from last time.
If it's like the last one, it won't take that long.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I think you'll be able to get it quick.
I'm pretty sure I took down the dragon myself back
Yeah,
then.
I'm glad that the dragon is going to be glad that you have your ring because I don't think it wants to face that mouse again. It's like you took half its fucking face off.
Well, you said it regrew, so he'll be fine.
what the
Yeah, I mean
fuck?
that's what he does. He fights people and gets beaten up by the people that pass the test. So it's like he's used to that. But you really hit him hard.
Is this like a new feat or is this a feat that you made? Wear flare?
That is one. What's called?
It's a
They've
humble
made.
one.
That is the coolest shit I ever seen in my life.
Oh, just
That's
you wait.
awesome.
Just you wait.
That is fucking crazy. What the hell, man?
That's not what I thought Where Flare was at all. I thought it was like specialist at hunting werewolves or some shit.
Okay, so
Yeah, same.
is
You don't want to
spirit
mix those two up.
is Spirit of the
looks
Phoenix
June.
also not an option?
Is what? Not
Spirit of the Phoenix, is that also not an option?
No,
That
it's
is
not.
that is the corrupt one.
Yeah, it's a character-specific feat.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, those ones there will be opportunities to get character specific feats like that. Everyone will have opportunities to get them. I just haven't made them all, and not everyone has found those things in the story yet. But
Yeah,
yeah, that
Elias will
was
have to die to get them, so it might be a problem.
well. Yeah, I mean his thing, like Phoenix thing. But so you know, you'll all have different reasons. Like you'll see, there's a daughter of the forest there as well, which is obviously like you need the blessing of Lord Sasuke. That's obviously a Sakura thing.
Tea ceremony is a cantrip.
Yeah, it's something new for Sakura's.
Yeah, I
Magic
saw
item.
that. I thought that was.
I mean, technically, I've died.
No, you didn't
You guys are
die,
welcome
so,
to jump
yeah.
back into the game if you like. I've put down enough. I'm not going to waste too much time doing this, but the doors are there and open. So whenever you're ready to jump back into roleplay, feel free to take it away.
Is Lucky allowed?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Then I'll just go with that.
Fuck this is just because it'll be funny. That's the only reason why I'm taking this. And I'm gonna be taking the mobile feat.
Yeah, I switched out my one invocation that pushes the creature 5 feet with Eldritch Blast to aspects of the moon. I want my +2 to wisdom.
I can now, when I do my full dash action, I can now move 195 feet.
Yeah, the monk needed speed. That's exactly what he needed.
now you can climb those curtains without any struggle at all.
Tell you what, fuck, that was a good idea. I could use some speed.
You don't need speed. Look at me, I'm fine.
I am a weak, fleshy man.
I will be zip zap zooping around the fucking
He's a mouse.
battlefield.
The mouse is stronger than I am.
The mouse is probably physically stronger than all of you together, but
Oh my god.
Yes.
I don't have to disengage either. Because when I.
Which
make an
is
attack,
what the mobile is so good. I love that.
Yes, yes. I
You
didn't
never
even
have
read
to
the-
disengage if you don't even get in range.
I also because like now I can just drive by people.
Yeah, that's a perfectly valid technique. That's actually, I mean, that's proper
This
sword.
guy's actually boom and zooming. Alright.
Yeah,
It's the fucking
Sounds like
Demon Slayer character. It's exactly that.
really too.
Setsuni, or whatever he's called. The lightning guy.
Zenitsu. Dude,
Yeah,
badass
that's
when he's
funny.
asleep. And annoying as shit when he's awake. Anyway, June's following Tsuhime in.
yeah, where is the okay down there?
I just. I am the dragon equivalent of Sonic the Hedgehog. I swear to God. I didn't even see the
You're
rest
blue
of the
as
feat.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
blue.
got this, the whole thing going.
and when I like I generate electricity out of myself and shit.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be your your like the samurai name at some point. But
Can I?
and then
You need
if
to
I
die and get reincarnated as a hedgehog.
If I get a custom feat, can it be an increase on speed?
if you knew what I had planned, that you have no idea how much funnier that actually is.
I'd like to reach 100 feet of walking speed. I
Holy
would.
shit.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
If I
one more thing. There's a new thing. If you hold down R, you can use that to rotate and actually aim at things.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Oh, that
This
makes
is
it. This is epic.
I can
That
just
was full on
spin.
screen.
The future is now.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I didn't even read the rest of it. All I read mobile feet and then it's just like increase your speed by 10. And I was like, yep, that's it. That's what I want. That's what I want.
I know. This happens to be the best feat for a monk ever. As you guys are making your way now into this castle, you see that this is a vast improvement on like Daichi's throne room is impressive, but the rest of the castle is pretty run down, and this is fancy as fuck. There's fountains and there are statues, and this place is intricately decorated. Whoever lives here clearly has extreme takes extreme pride in this place and loves their art. And Lady Sumihime, before she gets to this second sliding door in here, she turns around and she says, "All right, everyone, now please behave. Remember what we've all agreed on, right?" And she just nods to everybody.
I promise not to share our plan of usurping the emperor.
I will not invite
Look
anyone.
around to make sure nobody's here.
There's these two samurai statues that you like as you turn and look at them. You've had some experience with animated statues, and you're like, I hope those things aren't alive, but they don't seem to. They don't seem to take note.
How does the princess react?
She just sort of like chuckles, shakes her head, and she goes, "All right, here we go," and slides the door open, and it is stuck. So she tries again. There we go.
Yeah, Jin's currently disguised. Well, still the same disguise as usual. It's just she's wearing a
Oh shit.
far
Are we,
better.
supposed to be, are we supposed to be following? Oh, we're all going in. Yeah.
Yeah, but her clothes are like way more finer. It's really fancy.
You see Sumihime walk down this long tatami mat and turn into a room where she takes a few steps and then she kneels down on the floor and she'll go all the way forward and she'll just kneel down and bow to an older looking woman sitting in a throne. Well, throne may be it is technically a throne, but it is just a very finely crafted chair. And you can see that she just looks up with a cup of tea in hand as you all enter, and just gives this very smug, like smirk as you all walk. Yeah, what's everyone do?
Jin's just behind, a little behind, does a small bow, moves, stays behind Mihime for now.
I'm just stood back here, not doing anything really, just watching.
Yeah. This really isn't my business. I'll stay and like let this go on. I have absolutely no idea what, like, I'm not a part of this at all, so that's not me.
As Z will sort of hurry in and push past you, go, sorry, and she'll just rush in behind Sumihime and drop to her knees as well, just sitting a little bit behind her, and she will also bow her head to whoever you guys can give me a history or a insight check to see who these people might be.
Oh man, it's not rolling on the AD.
Yep, that's the self roll. Whoops.
Manually, it is.
That's all right. I saw that, Elias.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can reveal it. It's Elias. You can tell that this is whoever's sitting in that throne, and Australia. You would know this all too well. That is more than likely the daimyo of this place, though you haven't heard of a female daimyo here. And who was doing? Did anyone do history there? Oh, Australia. So Australia, you would know the stuff that's basically in the World Anvil page. You would know the stories and of the Crane clan, and you guys can have a look in the journals under politics, the Great Clans and the Crane clan. I think everyone should be able to see those. You can
Yeah,
have a look there for basically what you would know about them.
I'll tell Spike to stay like, in the back. I'll be on the same, go up in the same line as G, and also bow.
Okay. Are you? Oh, there we go.
It's here.
Yeah, you will see that there are also two other people in the room. There is one woman who looks eerily familiar to the woman that had the dragon on the when you guys were on the beach. Looks a lot like V or Ray. They all look very similar. She's got very similar hairstyle, same color, but her image is not showing. Yeah, there we go. But this you recognize as possibly being part of the same family, and she looks like she's just standing with a fan in front of her face and watching this. Everyone kneeling down. The other person seems to have a shamisen and seems to be some kind of bard.
Is this the same bard we saw on the outside?
He's dressed exactly the same. It's not the exact same guy though. Maybe his twin brother though. You never know. But also, I've only got so many. I only had so much time for him. But you see this woman look up from her tea and goes, "So you finally made it. We thought maybe you'd gotten swallowed by a dragon or something. And these aren't the same ones that you left with, are they? We heard you were traveling with." And she just looks over everyone else in the room. Estrella, have you entered the room at this point as well? You said your GL dies.
Yeah, sort of would, though the door blocks me. That is due to desyncs, basically. So
I'll just maybe in there.
yeah. Hopefully it doesn't. yeah.
Yeah. So then, if you're sitting there, I assume, are you sitting there on the other side of Jerry, or what are you doing?
Yep.
You were the only one who didn't get.
Yep. Directly at the other side of Jerry. And I guess it would be. Yeah.
Like that. Cool. So yeah, in that case, she will, as she's just looking over everyone, this woman's eyes will rest on you, Estrella, and she'll say, "Oh yes, of course. They're not quite what I expected. I thought they said there was a cat, not a mouse. But welcome everyone to Taton. This is the home of the Crane clan, and you are all very welcome." And she just bows her head respectfully to all you.
Just bow my head forward in response.
Yeah, I will also bow.
Yeah, Jin will quietly say, "Yeah, your castle is very beautiful."
Thank you. As a matter of fact, it has just undergone some renovations. Please feel free to explore. We have just gotten some new pieces in from the museum. They had to make space. So, what has taken you so long, Sumihime? And she says, I'm very sorry, grandmother. We have been traveling long and far, but we decided to take some time in Nishisawa and Kunasa on the way. Isn't that right? And she just turns to the rest of you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jerry nods.
You see, he's clearly from Kunasa. What has been going on with you, grandma? And she says, well, the spirits are very angry that you have not been here, Sumihime. Your mother's shrine has been overrun with some sort of angry yokai, and quite frankly, I'm very upset that you have taken so long to get here myself. If you intend to actually make it to the shrine before the festival in these coming days, then I'm afraid it will have to be cleared, and no one around here has seemed willing to deal with such a beast.
Would we know what the beast she's talking about is?
No, not at all. I mean, she said angry yokai, but you can ask. any questions you like? She seems quite relaxed here. As much as Sumihime is sitting in front, you're all welcome, open to speak.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're probably more than capable of clearing the shrine.
Oh, well, what fantastic news! Then you can escort Lady Sumihime a little further. Her shrine has seen better days, I must admit, but I'm sure for trained samurai it will be no problem. We have just had a few other things that our armies have been dealing with. No one for that kind of a job, you understand. Though some of our younger samurai have actually gone to see if they could take a crack at it themselves. Maybe you can catch up with them outside the shrines. But as much as we would appreciate that, I must welcome you all to my home. If you are going to be helping further, then you are more than welcome to stay here. We have got rooms just in the back. I'm very grateful for having brought my granddaughter all the way here safely, and I hope she wasn't too much trouble for you.
Nonsense.
Jin looks to about to say something, but she stops herself.
Yeah, you can almost feel Sumihime's like, it's like she's staring through the back of her head at you. It's like, shut the fuck up.
The Crane clan is also in control of Yuma, correct?
Of Yuma? No, I don't believe so.
That's an out of character. Yeah, pretty
I
sure.
don't believe so. I don't think so, no. Yuma, where your family is, right?
Yeah.
I've gotten everywhere mixed up. No. Did I say that? No, I don't think it's. I can't remember if I might have said that, but if you're asking this in character, then she will say,
Out of character, but if not,
well,
then
no, then out of character, maybe I'll have to I'll have to double check the
yeah,
notes,
then I
but I
won't
don't
say
think
anything
so.
else. If it's not, then I won't say anything else. I would have known, like, as a character, if they control it or not.
Yeah, you would have known, but I'm trying to just remind me where did I say that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Go give me the timestamp in the stream that I said that.
Clip
Sorry.
it.
No, well, I mean, you might have it like in notes somewhere. So,
No, I
but
don't
if you
have any
don't, it's
notes,
fine.
so-
Well, I'll double check, but I don't think it is. I can't for the life of me remember who does control it though, which is why I'm having a problem. I feel like it might be the Lion Clan, but that I think is Nishizawa. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's not. Because the thing that I had that sort of, remember the original map had little pictures of all the clans on them, and then that got reset and all those pictures disappeared, and I had sort of changed things around. So I'm not 100% sure, but I will double check that. Why were you asking? I might still be able to answer your question.
They wanted,
And hello, Sakura. Thanks
yeah,
for
because she
joining.
helped. They
Hi.
let my people be there, like keep them safe. So I want to thank her. But if she's not the one controlling it, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I don't think it is, but yeah, they are. The Crane Clan has been friendly to the small folk in the past. They have, like, there have been some connections. They are a pretty major clan. They are kind of the second highest ranked. I mean, that's a weird way of putting it, but the dragon clan that rules Kiga, the only thing underneath them is the Crane clan. I mean, you know what I mean. They're number 2. Sorry, my brain's melting on me. But yeah, you can see that these people are quite clearly like nobles, and a lot of them seem like part of the royal families of the Crane clan, and they will gesture to show you that there are rooms just across the hall that you are welcome to use if you want to stay here in Taton for a couple of nights. You don't have to go and find an inn. You can actually stay here in the palace.
Can I ask, just out of character, the slightly irrelevant question?
Yeah.
What's the general standing of like clans and Shira? Do they really acknowledge it, or just sweep it under the rug?
Well, Kunasa is technically owned by the Unicorn clan, but it is 100% controlled by Shira. The Unicorn clan is a nomadic clan, so they kind of get away with it because the Unicorn doesn't want to own those. Like, they don't want to stay and maintain those places, so they legally let the organizations like the Shira Corporation run those places. But like, yeah, technically they're still owned by the Unicorn. So yeah, it's a little bit iffy. There's not the best of reputations, because they are often seen as a criminal organization. But the Shira clan is pretty decent in terms of its like diplomatic relations, and this is where a lot of the whole of winter, the courts here they go mad. So this is like the main place for political intrigue, and the winter court specifically in the Crane clan. The Shira Corporation gets involved in that more than they would like.
Gotcha.
But the clan that would be most friendly with the Shira Corp is the Scorpion clan.
Oh.
Probably like Scorpion, Phoenix. The reputation's not great with the Crane, but not. It's about neutral. Yeah, could have just said neutral from the beginning. But anyway, you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty obsessed with art, and the other big thing that you guys would know about the Crane clan and the Kakita duelists specifically, you met one not so long ago, is that they are renowned as being the best swordsmen the best duelists in all of Kiga. Mainly, as you saw, because their swords can slice your head off in one clean sweep. But he also was a master of Iaijitsu, which is the technique used by the Crane clan. Now that I've low dumped all that, is there anything else you guys would like to know? Is there anything else you want to discuss with this person? They will assign someone to give you more information if you are interested in taking up that quest to help Sumihime to the shrine. But it's up to you guys what you want to do from here.
Since this place is way better maintained than the place in Toto, yeah, June will go ahead and ask. Do you guys have a library of sorts? I need to do some urgent research.
Oh yes, of course. The museums have got a few sections with libraries. We have got a small library upstairs. You're welcome to browse it if you like. Otherwise, there is an alchemist shop in town where I think there's a library right next door. The two are sort of interconnected. So if you need any potions or ingredients, that's probably the place to look. And they sell spells and whatnot in the library as well.
Are there any specific cartographers or anything like that?
Yes, I'm sure you could speak to some of. I mean, some of the samurai have spent a great deal of time mapping out. But yes, we've got up in the observatory just here. You could have a look. There's plenty of things. Please feel free to explore the castle. There are multiple floors, and um, anywhere you're not supposed to go, I'm sure will be locked. But yes, in town, I think in the museum they also have a decent collection of maps. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm thinking more extra planar maps. You know, of not of this realm. You know,
Yeah.
different planes specifically.
This is a very interesting subject to look into. Yes, I think the observatory is probably your best bet, but yes, or the museum. The museum will definitely have something along those lines. He's got all kinds of strange things, and especially now, apparently, he just actually got something new that he's waiting to reveal. I'm a little bit skeptical about how fantastic it will be myself, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Thank you.
All the other more important things are all stored in the banks, of course. But those vaults will not be opened unless you have got a very specific reason. Though I think the curator at the museum would be able to help you with that.
Excellent. I will definitely look into it.
Well, if that will be all for now, please feel free to join us for supper. We will be eating in about 3 hours or so, just through here. I hope to see you there. And she is looking directly at Sumihime, who nods, and she seems very quiet and respectful, unlike where you've seen her before.
Jin stops herself from making another comment.
And with that, the sort of noble woman walks out from behind and she says, "Come on, sister. I'm sure there's lots for us to catch up on." And Sumihime gets to her feet, gives one last bow, and then turns with this other woman, and they seem intent to leave. Are you guys going to stay behind and keep talking to the old woman, or are you heading out as well?
I have nothing more to talk to her about.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Neither do I.
Yeah. So then, what would you like to do? The castle is open to you. There is the entire town is open.
Jin is immediately going to the observatory.
Yeah, that's a good question. We're probably splitting up. The question is, are we interested in helping them in the shrine?
Man, I mean, no. I don't know.
Jin will bring Sakura with her.
What
Where the
what,
No.
next one?
what do we gain from doing this? Because we finish what we need to do, but like, what more can we gain from this?
It would
The favor of the Crane Clan?
morally, however, that would depend on your alignment.
What'd you say?
You
I
were
didn't-
very lagging, at least for me.
Yeah, you were lagging. Yeah, as well.
He said
so-
it would depend on your alignment.
Yeah, but what did he say before?
If you were morally upstanding, you probably would want to.
And you know you have the grand plan that you want to do, and maybe it will convince them to help. Maybe
I
it
don't-
won't. I don't know.
Yeah. Huh. I'll help you guys. Whatever y'all do, I'll be there. But
You can see if we're not doing
Personally,
bad.
I
There's-
want to.
there's no
Go ahead,
personal
go ahead.
interest for me in this. Like Grovod himself has nothing to gain, but he'll help you out if you have something to gain from this. This isn't do anything for him. Whatever you want.
Z will sort of
Oh,
say in a hushed voice, she will say, well, some of us have loyalties to prove.
Mm. Okay.
And she just looks at Estrella and June, kind of back at Jerry, across Sakura, but she seems to be talking to you guys specifically, though she then just
Need to
turns
run.
and starts walking away. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
June, you've already headed all the way upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you have to go through quite a few floors to actually, but you do make it up to the observer.
Jin will walk in. Is there anybody around?
No, it seems empty.
Shit. Okay. Jin will start looking through the books and stuff for anything related to maps. Then, specifically of the inner planes.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me an investigation check as you make your way up there and start looking through. You see there is a decent library around here.
She'll cast skill empowerment on herself to give her expertise in investigation. Would be useful. So that will give her a +10, then plus intelligence. I'll give her a +14 bonus.
If you want, you can just ask Sakura to investigate for you and use her like +17.
Yeah, I mean, if you're bringing, if anyone wants to also go up there, you're more than welcome to. June just.
I mean, yeah, June
to
said
be
she
nice.
was bringing Sakura, so you can just like use her investigation skill.
Okay, I'll help. I'll assist her in helping me search, so she can roll advantage. Anything to do with maps of the inner planes.
I'm just
Sakura.
watching. I'm a voice in your head. Shush. Now you can roll at advantage with +17.
We'll,
Okay.
we'll roll it with Sakura.
Yeah, I forget that Sakura isn't on the maps.
There we go. You got a 26.
No.
Unless you want to roll it yourself. I was using Sakura's token.
Oh yeah, I'll give her Bardic Inspiration as well. So that's a D10, I believe.
Oh yeah, I told you it was a 26. Like, yeah, you definitely managed to find.
Okay,
in
great.
particular, you find that there is a globe sitting in the middle of the room there are a couple of scrolls just in this shelf that are all maps. And as you start going through, you realize that the globe looks kind of familiar. It looks similar to a device that you saw in Sakura's castle. That it was at the top of the library. There was this big globe, and this is a very similar thing. And you realize that the map on this globe is not of Arania. It is like it's kind of made of crystal, and you can see into it, and it seems like that it's a 3D map of something. You can't quite tell. Maybe planes, maybe the entire cosmos. It's hard to tell, but this definitely isn't a globe of the world, as you know.
Well, Jin will begin trying to figure out how it works and try look specifically for the Shadowfell.
Okay, yeah, you will using those rings that you had in your book before. You will be able to see that in this globe you can see very similar rings, though they seem to be twice as many. And there are sort of these dark rings and light rings that they seem to be kind of surrounding other objects inside this. I'm explaining this terribly, but you're basically looking at a map of the planes, and each of those rings shows these, they intersect at certain points, which are these nodes that you've heard of before. And you can see that the rings represent the Feywild and the Shadowfell, and places where they cross over with the material plane, which, so they're basically different kinds of planes represented with these different crystals and rings inside this. So it
Okay,
might
gotcha.
take it might take a while to actually make sense of it, but you can see that the darker rings represent the Shadowfell in there.
So Jin will begin at her home and trying to figure out what her patron was showing her with the like these notes about the Shadowfell and stuff. Try to find a correlation.
Okay, yeah, you can give me either a wisdom or an intelligence check. I think a survival would probably make sense for map reading, but
Right? Okay, in that case, she will cost skill empowerment and survival to try to figure this out. So,
I'll say also, if Sakura wants to give you advantage, you can also take advantage on that one instead, because she is
Cool,
there.
cool. Yes, cool, cool.
cool. So then it's going to be a plus 16 bonus from a plus 6 to a plus 16. Wait, actually, no. It's a plus 14 bonus.
Okay.
Let's have a look see here. D20 advantage plus how much? I said 14. Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, you can now, with that, you are able to find that there is a correlation in exactly those nodes, is what it is trying to show to you. That if you were to lay it over, you've basically got a smaller scale version of what you're looking at here. This globe seems to be of the entire, like the planet and the moons and all of these things, but what you've got in your book seems to be more localized. And you noticed before that if you overlaid that onto a map, it might lead to certain places, but now you can see that where the rings intersect is where those nodes are, and that's the most likely place to find like interplanar portals in the world. And you can see one specifically, the biggest one that is in your book, goes over Uchivita Bay.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, once Jean realizes what her patient's saying, she just gives a heavy sigh and says, I really don't want to go there. And that's all she'll do for now. And she's going to just continue working, try get all these different locations noted down. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can see, you guys are, we'll say, you are very high up, and you can see that there's a sliding door that opens onto a little balcony there. There are a couple of other kind of rooms in this observatory, but for now we're going to go back downstairs and see what everyone else is doing.
I want to go see what Taton has to offer. Just want to walk around and see if there's anything that really interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, all right. So you heading out into the town? Is
Yep.
anyone else heading out or wanting to explore more of the castle?
I'll head out. I'll look for like I'll just look for like shops and stuff. Just like look and see if there's like, I don't know, magic shops or something. I don't know. I'm just looking at something. I'll just be looking for something to purchase.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. You guys go head out to find the market district where all the good stuff is in in most towns. What about the rest? So we've got Grovad and Elias heading out.
Yeah, Jerry will try to find the forge. I guess if we're not going for the shrine.
Okay, cool. So you also heading out, but going in the opposite direction of Elias and Grovad. Then, Estrella, what about you?
I guess I'm gonna try gathering intel on what spirits are at the shrine.
Okay, yeah. How are you going to try to do that?
I'm gonna turn to the lady and ask her, like, which spirits was at the shrine? Do we have like an idea of the identity or?
Well, there are many spirits in Kami that inhabit that place. That is, of course, why Lady Dojime was, Lady Doji was buried there. But the spirits that inhabit the place are usually much calmer, much more pleasant. From what we've heard, they are just angry, and an angry spirit can turn into a terrible beast. Everyone that has tried to enter the maze has come out screaming about 1,000 heads, and quite frankly, we're not sure what they've seen. Though the working theory is a heavy yokai, though we have not seen one of those for, well, not in my lifetime even.
Interesting. Guess I should reconvene with the others and see what they think. And she bows and then turns and walks out.
As you turn and walk out, the bard that is standing in the corner, he will just try and slip something into your palm, just a small sheet of paper, but he just tries to do it without even looking at you. Do you accept that? He's just trying to make it so that the lady doesn't notice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like leaning in, and it's like just like like just falling forward and like grabbing the paper, like I guess like this. I guess there was a little bump in the carpet, or the what's it called?
Yes, we must get those flattened. I'm sorry, the tatamis are usually in better condition, but you can give me either a deception or a sleight of hand to try and pull that off without her noticing. And you will have advantage because the other guy is actively the one trying to do this. All right, yeah, she doesn't seem to notice the paper, and the bard just goes back to playing a song again. And yeah, you manage to walk up. Do you read the note?
I'm like checking around to see, like, just finding somewhere that seems safe. I'm just walking. Let's see, like, and I'm like, seems here. Just look at the note before I'm starting to, like, I look at the note while I'm trying to listening in on what they are saying in there.
Okay, yeah, as you look at the note, it just says Castle Shrine 20 minutes.
Well, I guess I better be getting to the shrine then.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 20 minutes, but we can say if you want to roll a perception check to try and overhear them, you can. So while that's happening, oh, everyone else went out.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of barely hear what they are talking about as you're standing there. You've focused more on the note, and um, all you hear is Z saying, "I mean, I think they'll help. I don't know where they're all off to, but I'm sure they'll be willing." But that's all you
Oh man, this can go wrong, but it can be also funny. I'm just gonna be like sticking my head in, and it's like, hello.
hear. Sumihime will look up and smile at you and say, "Oh yes, sister, this is the satyr that I told you about. She has been quite quite the faithful companion all the way from Ashima. Estrella, please come and meet my sister." You see this woman sort of just give a bow, but is still holding the fan up in front of her face, and uh, she looks very similar to both Ray and V, who you met before, but she seems to be dressed in much finer clothes, maybe seems like less of a fighter than they were.
Yeah, I bow since, well, I guess since he is this referred to, what's called Simhime referred to sister, then that must mean higher up.
Yes, you may call her Lady Doji, and she just as Sumihime says that, the woman just turns and like gives her this death stare, and she goes, "No, please, rather don't." Uh, and she just sticks a hand out and she says, "My name is Yumi."
Yumi, where have I heard that name before?
Well, it seems you carry one. And she sort of, you realize she tries to make a joke that doesn't land, but points at the bow on your back, which is also called a Yumi.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She says, "Yes, my father was a fan of his weapons, unfortunately. Should meet my sister Wakazashi." They both sort of, they both chuckle, but you can see that she's trying really hard. Glad I got the dad joke seal of approval there.
Yeah, you've got the dad's approval, so your dad jokes are good if you've got my approval, because I'm dad. But that was great. That was great. I'll go back to being inconspicuous now.
So is there anything else you want to do there at the table, or shall we see what's going on with the boys outside?
I'm like, so do we have any plans? Like, maybe cleaning the shrine or something?
She just scoffs and says, "No, we have people for that. But if you'd like to see the shrine here, it's just round the back. It is quite beautiful. There are actually a few shrines here, depending on which kami you are trying to communicate with, of course."
Well, I guess I will see the one in the back. And I'm just walking and trying to find the one in the back. Hoping that's the one.
Yeah, so you can sort of search along yourself for that. But you will. Okay, so as Estrella's doing that, we'll move the rest of you back to the city map. Okay, I can't move everyone without moving Estrella as well, but I'm going to do. I'm just going to move everybody and then I'll put you back in a second, Estrella. Sorry. So I would like for Jerry, Grovard, and Elias, can all three of you please roll a survival check for me?
Yep,
Wait, what?
I can't.
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
also
don't have a
can't.
token, so we do it manually through the character sheet.
Ah,
Oh. Oh, okay.
yes.
I can actually put the tokens down though, so that we know where everyone is.
Okay. Manually through the character keys.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Hey, you found the market district.
Oh, there's a line.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am. Ooh, look at me go. And what was the skill you wanted us to roll?
Survival.
Survival. Ooh, that's not great.
Fuck.
That's not great.
I'm
not more
dead.
myself.
I mean, I'm decent at it. I have a +5. Just not proficient in it.
Like a +5.
The tracker.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Jerry, the one with the map, easily manages to go off on his own direction, but for the other two of you, this city is pretty damn big. Grovard, you start to you've probably been here once or twice before, but maybe not for any extended period of time. So
Definitely.
you have some recollection about some landmarks, but it does take you guys a while. You wander through some places, you see a school that there are a bunch of samurai busy training there. You can see that there is also a shinobi school where you don't see anything happening inside there, but there is. You do get to the entrance of a very large maze, and thankfully don't walk inside there, which you might have if Elias had been the only one rolling, but instead you guys find your way into a relatively populated marketplace where you can see that there are several people busy selling wares. There are stalls lined along the streets, and there are quite a few different buildings. There is a tavern sort of as a central feature, and then just buildings wrapping all the way around a fountain. What kind of shops are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for like magical stuff. Like for one, I need to get some of those fucking birds. Those origami birds are dope as fuck. I need to definitely find some of those, but if they're here, but yeah, just for like magical things. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely. I can actually.
I can get a box of those. I'd just waste them just using them. Just, like,
You just send them to one of us, and just all you write in it is just bitch.
Yeah, look, Frank's origami birds are a big thing in Kiga. It's the teenagers getting a hold of those.
that is just that's so cool.
You don't know if you're getting like a general's orders or some child just send an insult.
It's just like a dick butt drawn on the.
Killboy was here.
Yeah, just magical stuff. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. And then, what are you looking for, Elias?
Honestly, anything that just catches my eye. It doesn't have to be a store, although there's a very interesting store going there. Just like street performers or something. Anything.
Yeah, you can see if you're looking for the arts, this is the right place. You will see that there are plenty of music shops, and actually, you both arrive at the same stall where there's a guy busy eating fire outside on the one side, and another guy busy tuning an instrument on the other. But at the stall itself, you can see that they sell sheets and sheets of music paper. And some of them have got notes on them, but you also see a few small wooden boxes that are just empty paperbird boxes, and you'll easily be able to pick one of those up, Grovard. They do come in a box, and let me see.
Yeah, how many's in that box?
They come in small flat boxes containing 1d6 plus 3 sheets of parchment. So you can roll for me 1d6 plus 3, and then see what kind of a quality one you can find.
Can I hop in on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also get one if you want. Okay, so you find Grovard, you find one with 6 pages in it, and Elias, you find one that's practically empty. There's only 4 in there, but
Yeah, that's enough.
yeah, you can see there are a couple of other boxes if you want to keep searching through them.
Oh yeah.
I'll allow you each to re-roll that once if you want.
Just one more, and then I'll just get whatever.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
I feel like have we evened out? So we found the same amount in total.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're searching through. There's just like a flea market stall with a bunch of boxes there, and you're just kind of going through each of them. You can see that some have got more than others. So you're welcome to take any of these. These are all. Each roll was a different box that you were looking at.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the guy at the stall will go. Are you actually going to buy something? Or are you just opening all of those boxes?
I'll just take the 2 boxes I opened.
Is there any more of these in the back? Because I had like a lot of these.
Dude, we're just children.
I think. I'm trying to think. I think you may be able to replace. I think you might be able to get more sheets of paper.
Like as
You're
many
like
as
a
these-
child.
Oh, yeah.
doing that.
many
He
of
will
these-
say, he'll say, I'm sorry, sir, we don't sell more paper, but it's the box is enchanted. It's
Oh,
when you write a message on it, then it's magically being folded into that bird. It's not magic paper. You
it's
can use
not-
any kind of parchment.
Oh, okay.
So you could just stick paper into it and.
Okay, so I just stick any paper into it and it becomes magic paper.
Yes, although it does have to fit in the box. I can't say I've ever tried just crumpling up paper and throwing it in there. I guess it might work, but it might not fly straight.
Okay, I will. I'll take one of these boxes then.
Yeah. I'll take the one I rolled a 4 for.
Yeah, I'll take
Alright.
these boxes.
Yes, those. Let me. Sorry, just check the price.
Please don't tell me it's gonna come out to something like 200 gold pieces.
That's worth the price to me. That's like
200 gold.
I'm telling you, I'm about to go buy a fucking printer paper and and start writing messages.
I thought I had a.
I'm gonna go buy a stack of printer paper. I swear to God. Fucking
Yeah, I
five.
mean that may be rarer than this actual box. It's just a ream of printer paper. It hasn't been invented yet. You just go and tear down people's walls and
Yeah.
put it in the box. Like, this is what you get for having a paper house.
Ooh, so DM,
Yes.
you know how I have the oh fuck word, the origami butterfly and beetle.
Yes.
Can I make more of those with the same box, or are they their own thing?
Yeah, those are pretty much like upgraded versions. Those are they
Okay.
take a little bit more work. You can make more of those, but
Ooh.
that would require some. You might need some help from a spellcaster or something like that. It may take more looking into than just putting it in that box.
All right.
But
Can
you
you-
might be able to. I mean, you maybe with a rune here or there, you might be able to upgrade the box to be able to do that. Who knows? You'll have to discuss it with your party. But he will say that each of those, yeah, is 200 gold each,
Okay.
which is 20 koku, is what how he'll say it. And you should all be able to see that you've actually got koku on your character sheets now.
Oh.
It's
I have
just
6,000
basically-
gold.
Oh wait. hold
which
on.
means you got 600 koku. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Okay. So.
So
oh,
yeah, I'll just
so
pay
it's like
that.
platinum. It's like.
it is platinum. It's the
Oh,
same value as platinum. So I've
Okay.
just changed platinum to koku on the
Okay.
screens, and that
Okay.
is the currency of Kiga. But gold is also accepted, just less so.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. I give him the 20, and I take it, and I ask him before I buy it, like, can this make anything besides birds?
I mean, some people have. You could make a horse or something like that, but birds generally work the best for long distance messages.
So it can make anything, but it just birds are the best.
Yes, it will. The only difference is that if you make it into a land creature, then it'll have a walking speed of 30 feet, whereas if you turn it into a bird, it has a flying speed of 60 feet. So they're much faster in bird form. So most people make birds, but yeah, you can make anything. It's up to your own skill.
Do you sell paper?
I don't, but you can get paper at the alchemist shop. There's the scribe next door in the library.
Thank you. I'll walk away.
Thanks.
And then straight to the
Okay, I just love just the laugh and do you sell paper?
I head straight to the alchemist shop. Really happy with my purchase.
I'll join him.
Okay, you each have. You can see the box in your inventory there. And you head over to the alchemist shop. As you're doing that, we will pop over to Jerry, who's busy searching for the shrine. I mean, for the what are you looking for, Jerry?
The forge.
Yeah, but what are you actually? Because you've got the map, and as you start heading that way, you will see that the road leads up onto this, which is now definitely a volcano. You can tell. The road leads into quite a walled-off structure that it seems from the outside almost like a prison, but you can hear the sound of an anvil on the other side. It is quite obviously a forge. However, where your map is leading you to, where you're kind of standing on the map, is a little bit down the hill and like around. It seems to be going away from that actual forge. It seems to divert there. So where are you going as you sort of come to that crossroad?
I'll. I'm not sure if
So
we
you
would.
can see it sort of goes down the side of the volcano on the one side, or up into what you think is probably a smithy, just based on the sounds, but it looks more like a prison.
I'll head to the where the map told me it is first. Maybe there's a hidden entrance or something.
Okay, yeah. All right, then following the map. Give me a second because I've got. Show you where you end up.
Damn.
Oh crap! I've lost the map. Just give me a minute.
This is the best magical item I've ever received.
Yeah, you're so excited. Say.
I must say, it's been a while since I've seen someone actually get excited about magic items. This is a nice change.
Like, I'll be honest. Like, yeah, they're cool, but Jesus Christ. Big fan.
I just.
What?
Well, it's really cool. But
That's like I don't know what it does, but it sounds so cool.
I'm saying like, okay, well, I just think I think it's kind of funny. So that's partly why. In a game mechanic, it's like free message, which is cool. But that's not really why I want it. I just think it's I can just make little animals to send messages to people.
A level 16 monk.
Yeah, this guy can basically control the flow of energy itself, but it's like, oh look, origami birds. It's actually a very monk thing.
I just like the idea of Grobots and they're like making little creatures marching their way to sending messages to people.
Oh my god, just actually make like an army of little birds, little paper birds, block out the sun.
I would like you to send this message to the moon.
Actually, that's a good question. How long is their range?
The question, another good question is which of the moons?
Destroyed one.
Yeah, sorry about the big explosion. Just send it to any survivors that happen to be there.
No.
Yeah, sorry about that. No hard feelings.
It just opens up in front of the moon. It's just get better soon.
But by the time that little bird actually manages to fly to the moon, like people will have new civilizations will have started back up. And
around at 6 seconds, right? Sorry.
no, sorry, I seem to have lost that map. I will have it ready for next week, but because we are sort of coming to the end here, I will just describe what you see as you make your way down. The path sort of seems to break away, and you keep heading down around the side of this volcano, and you see what looks like the entrance to some kind of a building. You would assume some sort of forge. This massive metal entrance, however, it is a giant steel door that is completely shut, and above it, sitting almost like it's either maybe part of a mechanism or just the main feature of this design, is a hand that is holding a giant egg. And when I say giant, like to you maybe giant, but it is holding an egg which looks eerily familiar to you. And there are the rest of this place looks very similar to the forge that you found in the mountain. Very similar metalwork.
Yeah, anything special about if I fly up to it? Anything special about anything written on it?
There's nothing written on it, but I will say you can give me an investigation or a perception check to see what you
Thank
can
God
find
for
there.
perception.
Okay. All right. Yeah, with an 18, that egg that it is holding, you can see that the egg that is placed in it is made of metal and is the claws around it are twitching slightly, like they look like they are trying to clutch it, but like it's not holding the right thing. It looks like that egg has been forced in there, and it is not the right shape for that. And you can tell that it is not just a decal. That seems to be part of the door mechanism. But other than that, you can't really tell. This place looks locked up. Though the little bits of metal and things and machinery that are part of this door do seem very familiar to you based on the other forge.
How high up in the air are the hands clutching the egg?
It's maybe about I'd have to double check on the map. I think it's about 40 feet up.
Oh,
But it's a massive door. It's like either 40 to 60 feet, this entire door.
yeah.
So
Not
to get
sure.
up there, you've got to be flying.
Yeah, I don't think I want to try to lift it up from the hands, but I don't know if Spike can hold us.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that. You can give me an athletics check to try and pull the egg from it as Spike is hovering you next to it. It's not that hard to. You can also like there's space for you to move around if you go up top, but with a 27, yeah, as you pull at it, you feel that the hand sort of clamps down on it, and it is holding it tight. But as you pull harder and harder and harder, you pull the egg, and it comes free, just scratching through the metal, and you see that hand clamp shut, and then you hear this hissing sound, and then it opens up again, and it just seems to be waiting for something else to be put in it. And as you hear that hissing sound, there is just this knock on the inside of the door. It sounds like something inside is trying to get out, and you just hear this loud bang, but it just happens once, and the door is then silent again and remains closed. But you now have got a steel egg.
Cool. Can I try and maybe try to figure out what's the correct size item I need to put in the hands for them to properly clutch it?
Yeah, you can. Looking at the claw, it looks either like it is the claw of a dragon or a bird or something, and the shape that it seems to that the fingers would form around, it seems like you can understand why they used an egg. It seems like that would be the perfect shape. But this one, for some reason, it didn't seem to work. So maybe that isn't the best idea. But it has that exact curvature of an egg. So yeah, you can either roll to see what you would figure out. Otherwise, I think that is where we'll pretty much wrap things up for tonight, and we can explore some more of this stuff next week because everyone's sort of split up all over the place finding different things. So
Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
I don't think I can figure anything else out. I assume the hands open the door, but I haven't figured out what exactly I have to place in there.
you can give me an Arcana check, and let's see if you can what you can suss out just from there.
Yeah, my good rolls
Just
have
like
to end somewhere.
sat on that 18 for so long. No, with a 5, you don't get any more information, I'm afraid. It looks like something egg-shaped would probably work very well, but we can't think of any other egg-shaped things.
Yeah, I'll just fly down and place it on the ground.
All right.
Sweet.
Cool. Thank you, guys. That was a much more sort of mellowed session, but yeah, I will be more prepared next week, I promise. And thank you all for joining. And finally making it to Tata and Sakura, if you are still there,
Yes, I
we
am.
leveled up, by the way.
Oh,
You
nice.
can level up, and I will try and make sure to have everyone's characters actually synced up by next week.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was like, I got really short notice on stuff, and then it went way over. So I'm sorry for being so late and not giving lots of
No worries. I'm
things.
Life
glad
happens,
everything's
so
okay though. Hopefully next week Jorge will be able to join us again as well, and he'll actually have a kind of guide in.
Oh no.
Because he said he would meet you at the museum, so if you guys want to go to the museum, you might see him there. Otherwise, we'll see. Yeah, lots of potential things to explore. But thank you all very much for playing.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, one thing I will do before we go, I'd like to purchase a how-to origami book. And I'm
I mean,
gonna
I
say,
feel like that's like part of samurai training. Like,
oh, is it? You think
knowing,
so?
no, just thinking you were a monk with Hinaga, like there was probably at some point like a class. But yeah, you can when you guys head over, we'll pick up with you guys at the alchemist shop and the library, which are right sort of next to each other where the scribe is, and you guys will have plenty of opportunity to get some books, get some potions and whatnot. Maybe, I don't know, June, are you? That was the other place that you were sounded like you were interested in visiting. Will you join them there after you're done in the observatory?
Yeah, maybe. I'll see what happens next session.
No worries. I'll send you a message.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. If there's stuff that you guys want to buy, maybe send me a shopping list during the week, and I can make sure I've at least got some stuff prepared that you actually want. But yeah, because this is a big city, and there's a lot of stuff to do here. I'll hopefully have more of it mapped out by next week.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you for the game.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys. We'll see you then.